Good evening and welcome to Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium for another week of high school football. This game between the Campbell Memorial Red Devils and the Mineral Ridge Rams. Hi everybody, Matt Maher being joined today by Jordan Barber. And Jordan, it's been a while since you and I have gotten to work a game here. You've been so busy here with an MVAC opponent in Liberty. It's great to have you back here along my side for this week.
It's great to be back. I believe it's our first football game of the year, and it's like you said earlier, the dynamic duo is back. I'm ready to go. It's been, if I recall correctly, Campbell's kind of been your team so far this year. Why don't you tell me a little bit how they've been doing, because I haven't really been paying that much attention to the other side here of the MVAC.
Well, you look at that record, it doesn't look too terribly good. They're 2-4 overall this season. Mineral Ridge sitting, though, 500, 3-3, so very similar records when you look at it overall here, but this Red Devil team has done some good things here. Won a very nice and commanding game against Aquinas at the beginning of the season, 48-0. We're able to take on champion 130-25 in week 3, and have played some pretty close games since then. LeBray, they lost by just 1 point, of course, in week number 2. That's something that Red Devil fans aren't even going to want to think about right now. It's so far in the rearview mirror. And we'll move on from that one anyways. Lowville, coming up short there. Wasn't able to call that one. That was Eric Hughes, I believe. That was his territory. That was his game. We were happy to hand that one over there to Hughes. And now, last 2 games against 2 of the top dogs here in this Scarlet Division with Springfield 37-8. Again, you don't want to think about that one here if you're Campbell, but there's still some very good looks there overall, good ideas. Just hard to execute out there for Lambert and company and his offense. And then, of course, they played Western Reserve, and Western Reserve looked a little shaky there in that game here. I think Campbell kind of had them on their toes a little bit here. The score, again, doesn't really flatter this Campbell side here, sitting at 36-14, but still, they played some good defense here, and they did make some good stops against Western Reserve. It was just hard for them to get past that Western Reserve offense, which is just so commanding here this season in the MVAC Scarlet Division.
You see just a lot of potential there in that loss. You tell that they have the ingredients that they could to come up with a big win. They just couldn't quite mix them all together properly to get there.
No, it's a very young team here. You got a lot of sophomores out there. One of your captains is a sophomore. Your starting QB and Lambert's a sophomore. You got a lot of sophomores, a lot of underclassmen talent out there, so it's all coming together, and Coach King seems to have the room. These kids all have a lot of love and respect for each other. I love this group. I love watching them week after week, and I can't wait to see how they do here against the Rams. Speaking of the Rams here, started off the season out in Pie Valley, and they couldn't get the win there, 38-27 there for the Lakers. Lakers right now one of the top teams in their region for playoffs. We'll talk about that later on tonight. Took on the Orange Lions, and Orange having a really good season this year. I don't think anybody called that one coming here. Noah Rick's calling Orange this season here on YSN. Make sure to check them out here maybe at halftime if you're interested. If they're on YSN tonight, I'm not sure if they're home or away, but if they are, you'll see Noah Rick's out there calling that game. Does a great job. But Orange winning 50-22 over them. Finally got their first 3 wins after that. Big one against Aquinas, 54-13, and that Aquinas team having so many struggles here this season.
Yeah.
But that's working here for our teams here on YSN. Took on Jackson Milton 142-14, then 142-18 against Waterloo before last week's loss, 40-27 against Lowville. So, again, very similar here. One more win than the other opponent here, but the exact same amount of games being played. Yeah. This should be a fun one. It should be exciting, and we'll see how the young core does here for Campbell against, this Rams side.
Looks like not quite sure who won the toss, but either way, Mineral Ridge will be kicking off. So LeBray or
Campbell Memorial will be receiving the ball here. See, this is why I take over, partner.
I am on the other side of the MVAC here with that mindset. Used to calling Liberty and their opponents.
Kick is low here, and it's bouncing down, taken, bobbled, and then finally covered up here by the Red Devils. On top of it there, number 5 in Tayon Harris, and they'll start that ball around the 31-32-yard line.
Trying to keep the ball low so it bounces. It's a little bit harder to come up with, and it worked out for them there. They weren't even able to get a return on it. So now they're starting. Looks like it's about the 30. I think it's exactly the 30.
Well, take a look here at this Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference Scarlet. Western Reserve sitting atop there, tied for first with Springfield, the 2 teams that have been so hard to beat for everybody. Both 3-0 here in conference. And it's Ridge right now tied with McDonald and Lowville. And tied with McDonald is something right there with how McDonald started off this season.
Yeah.
But that's a big 3-way tie for 3rd place right now here in the MVAC. And then, of course, the bottom 3 teams, Campbell, Milton, and Waterloo. Snap comes back. Handoff from Lambert. Running this ball through and up for maybe 4 or 5 yards on that one. Hard to tell and say for sure.
I think he got 5. Looks like they're marking him at the 35.
But that was, again, Kevin Timlin on the carry here for the Red Devils. 5 yards here is what they're saying, so that's what we're going with.
Yeah. Sometimes these refs, they, it's kind of hard to tell with them. I learned that the hard way on my games with Liberty. They always mark it a yard short of what I think. But this time, right on the market.
Good crowd on hand here from Mineral Ridge as well. Very full
good.
on the other side. Not bad here. Nice little handoff, running through, sneaking, sliding, and getting over just towards that 50. Not quite to it was Dondre Brown. First down, Red Devils. Nice weaving, bobbing and weaving in there.
He did, yeah. He was just kind of bouncing around everyone. They couldn't get a hold of him.
So a big first down comes up here, like you said, and then some for the Red Devils. We're wearing their white tops here, their black pants. Ridge wearing their all blacks out there with some orange and white trim as well on their shoulders, as well as on their numbers as well. Black Ram helmet there with that Ram horn logo on the side there. It's all orange, of course, staying on brand. Snap comes back here. Lambert hands off again. Looks like Timlin trying to run it through. They read it, though. He looks like he'll get maybe 2 or 3 yards off this one anyway, so a small gain.
Yeah, it just looks like about 2. It looked like he might have been tackled for a loss, but he was able to push forward and just get something out of it.
That's just using your legs right there and just having a full season behind you right now and ready to move forward.
Not giving up on the play, too. I like the resiliency there.
Timlin all season, it seems like at least, has been playing with a cast on his left arm.
They've
been letting him play out there. He's a trooper. He's wearing it today still on his left arm. You can see it's in, looks like dark red or maroon. Hard to tell exactly what color it's turned into, but still. Timlin wearing a cast here, and he's been putting it up. He's a monster out there. Snap comes back to Lambert, holds on, and this is something Lambert likes to do a lot and run the ball. This time he gets eaten up and read well by the defense, by the Rams. That's going to be for a loss.
Looks like that pushed him back past the original line, and it's going to be about 3rd and 12, I think, on there.
But especially against that LeBray team, though, and at the beginning of the season, we saw him running that ball a whole handful of times.
Yeah.
Looks like Lamar Jackson out there sometimes. Just running that ball. Seems like what he likes to do there at quarterback. And I've talked to him about it, just asking, how he's able to do this when we're talking to him on the show. And no, I think it's all just situational for him. It just does whatever he does whatever he needs to do in that spot here. There's really no rhyme or reason. If he needs to run, he's willing to do it. If he needs to throw the ball, as we saw there, he's willing to try and get it to Brown just a little over here. I think just too much mustard on it, just too much power.
Yeah, that would have been, if he would have been able to complete that, he had a route to get the first down, but just a little bit off the tip, so it looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit here.
4th down and long here, 11 yards would be needed. And, well, this Red Devils side has gone for 4th down quite a bit this season, but this time around they're not going to try and take any risks against this Mineral Ridge defense.
It's early in the game. You're still in enemy territory, or you're in your own territory, and you would give them the ball back in enemy territory.
It's Brady Balestrino in the backfield here, ready to try and receive it if he's given the right kind of kick. Snap back, whistle blown immediately here, though, by the referees. Looks like he might be saying his time. He's talking over there to Campbell, and I'm thinking here, maybe somebody out of formation, or do they have one too many men out there?
Well, I don't see a penalty flag anywhere. Maybe they're just resetting the play.
Perhaps that's Evan Conrad stepping off here for the Red Devils, and coming in and taking his spot will be Zachary Coggins. I think that he just saw something, maybe out of formation. Ref just said, you know what, give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll just blow the whistle and fix it from here.
Yes.
Snap back, kick comes up, taken here, and it's just popped up, not very deep, going down around the 30 out of play. Never even landed in bounds.
Yeah, it looks like it went out at about the 30. We'll see if they mark it there or the 29. Could go either way with that.
But not a bad kick, though. Yeah, you're not getting too much distance on it, but, hey, you're not giving them a chance to return it, which always is a good play there for your defense as well.
Yeah.
So first down coming up here, and our first chance to see the Rams offense at work in action here tonight.
It looks like they're saying that one went out at about the 36. So it must have crossed the out-of-bounds plane around there. It looked like it landed about the 30, but obviously it went out of bounds a little bit before that.
Snap comes back, taken high, hands off here. A little bit of a run, not too much room, maybe 4 yards on it, as it was handed off by the quarterback, Owen Shingledecker.
Just a little modest gain there, like you said. You were right about 4 yards.
Gave that one off to Christian Dunlap, just trying to move it up. They're saying 4 yards on it, so second down and 6 here. 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go as well here in the first quarter. Still looking for our first tally in this Important conference matchup. Shingle Decker will hand it right off here, running this
Going
ball
outside.
outside corner here.
Two
Flag
flags
comes
down.
out as the player gets taken down as well. Brady Balestrino trying here. He'll be just shy of the first down, but that's if it stands.
Yeah, we'll see if this play's coming back or if they just got themselves a free first down. Looks like holding is called, so this play's coming back.
And a little dirty laundry out there because of their little dirty play.
Yep. So it'll be a replay of second down, but now they're moving back. See where they actually mark this.
A whole bunch here, right
Yeah,
on the
push
30.
back
Well,
to
now
30.
it's at the 30.
Yeah,
so,
no.
hey, we got there eventually.
Yes.
Though, again, for Mineral Ridge, that's not where they want to be.
No.
Second
you
down
wanna- you
and
wanna move
16,
forward,
10-yard loss here off the holding. Oh, got to be careful with Campbell. They're asking for
Yeah,
a jump here, and
he did
have we had a
jump, but
whistle yet?
He jumped a little bit. Maybe they're saying he didn't cross
I think that
the
he just
line?
twitched, and that's it.
because you got the line judge down there at the 30 watching that. If he didn't see him cross the plane, they're not going to call
Yeah,
it.
it's Shingle Decker who was on top of it here as he hands it off again. Looks like Dunlap trying to run through and nothing doing there. Maybe 2 yards on the gain.
Yeah, not enough when you're facing a second down and 16.
Looks like it'll be around
gonna
third
be
down
third
and
and long.
14 here to say. Oh, third and 13. There we go. So they got 3 yards on that one.
Well, they need to find 13 now if they want to keep this drive going.
So
See what they got. Looks like they're going to go for more of a passing play. They got 4 receivers.
Shingle
lined
Decker
up.
looking here. He's looking long, looking deep. Has the throw, and
Ooh,
somehow,
oh,
some
caught it.
way, through traffic and through an arm, it's caught. And finally taken back down, but that is very good for a first down here over to Brady Balestrino. I'm not sure how he did that, Jordan.
Yeah, he threaded that needle perfectly. I thought for a second that might have been picked, but it wasn't. And he found it, and he caught it and held on to it, and then he kept running. Like, that was beautiful there.
Looked like the ball was right to him, bounced out, almost got swatted out there by
Yeah.
a Red Devil defender. Might have been Timlin there. It's hard to tell. And it just bounced right back in, though, as the swat was missed. That's it. Impressive, though,
That was a big,
by the
yeah,
Rams through all
very-
that pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Yes, very skillful throw and even more skillful catch.
Shingle Decker has it, hands off to Dunlap again, and he won't go too far, maybe a yard on it. Doesn't look like it's much more than that.
No.
But they are on the offensive side of the field now, so they have that going for them. Did offer to throw, but still a little bit further in.
It's going to be a gain of about 1, it looks like. Forward progress there, they gave him that.
6 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the quarter. Matt Maher, Jordan Barber on the call for you here today from Mineral Ridge High School. Rams on the run, trying to find that end zone. Holding on to it here, Shingle Decker won't go too far. Looks like he'll get maybe 4 on it. Should be 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah.
So another third down coming up, though, as the defense still holding on for the Red Devils.
Well, this third down is a little bit more manageable. I mean, the last one was manageable, but they had to have a big play to get it done. We'll see if they try to opt for, it looks like they will be opting for another passing here with the 4 receivers.
Snap back, no, not quite yet. Shingle Decker takes a second. One last word from his coach. Still taking his time here as the play clock is down to 10 seconds. Snap comes back here. Shingle Decker looking for a throw to his right.
Ooh.
Almost picked instead. It's going to be completed. A first down and a little extra there for the Rams on a dicey throw over to Owen Silak. Pardon me.
Yeah, I thought for a second that was also going to be taken. I mean, that's the second time I thought.
Third
Campbell
downs
would've
here.
come up with this. Yeah,
There's
they're-
something about it.
They got the magic with them. You know, they find those really good throws, and then receivers make the even better catches. Seems to be working for them here. I wonder if they're going to try again. They got some receivers out there. Are they going to go for a first down pass this time?
1st and 10, ball on the 33, snap back here, hands off, running up the middle, and not a whole lot going there again. Looks like that might have been Chandler Boos. Army Bussy. Yeah, it looks like 2 yards there, it looks like. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Here again for the Rams. Getting closer and closer.
It seems to be their strategy. Spend their first 2 downs just trying to get as close as possible and then going for the pass play on 3rd down.
Just a minor gain. Snap back here. Shingle Decker to his left. Receiver open, number 12 running, and he'll be short just by a couple yards, but another nice run here after the throw over to Silak.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be about 2 yards shy. Wonder if they'll go for a passing attempt, or if this time maybe we'll see some run game here on 3rd down.
Well, the passing has been working so well, they might
Yeah.
be able to find the end zone here.
They could, yeah, with the gains that they've gotten. You're close. You're getting really close to the red zone here. Just it's about 5 yards shy of it.
Defense here for the Red Devils has done well, but not well enough. On the carry here, Shingle-Decker still moving forward. Look for a second, maybe the ball came loose, but that was not the case. A first down here on a nice carry there by the quarterback.
Got the yards necessary and then some. Pushed himself into the red zone here. Looks like they're going to be marked down at about the 17. Is it the 18 maybe? Hard to tell from this angle where the ball is.
Putting it down on the 17 here. How about that?
There we go. Nice gain there.
First down again here for the Rams. Dunlap gets the ball and gets eaten up immediately. Nice cover there by the defense. Looks to be number 51 out there for the Red Devils. That'd be Jordan Kraft, who was able to read it and craft up a nice defensive play.
There you go.
Or as the in-house PA announcer likes to call it, Kraft and Friends.
Yeah.
Could be a fun kids show right there.
Honestly. They lost one on that play.
Something to keep in mind there maybe when he gets out of high school. Here's a big throw for the end zone from Shingle-Decker. Open and almost intercepted, but they'll just call it incomplete because of the nice defense there. That was Timlin jumping up there about 6 feet in the air, it felt.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he came down with that. You know, that's a touchback, and you got the ball back now on the 20.
Had a receiver, it seemed wide open. Timlin comes out of nowhere and makes one of the best plays of the game.
He read that play, that throw very well, where it was going to land, and he came in there and almost took it away.
Snap back to Shingle-Decker here. Looks to his left, goes for a shorter pass here. They move it forward. Third down, sneaking through. Touchdown, Rams. They'll do it in less dramatic fashion. That's Jonathan Rossi from 18 yards out.
They were just trying, they went with a little bit of a slant pass there, just trying to get some yardage. But he found, the perfect lane, weaving and bobbing and weaving through those defenders and got into the end zone standing up. Just great catch, great run there. Now they got themselves up 6-0, looking to make it 7 here with the extra point.
So the conservative throw works here for the Rams.
Yeah, you just got to trust in their receivers, and he's got that.
Waiting for the snap to come back. Will they make this 7? Oh, Campbell jumped just a little bit here. Well, it gets him even closer.
Well, now you have to wonder if they go for 2 if they're going to be that close.
And they're coming off the field.
Out.
Looks like it. So instead of having it being Steven Gutierrez trying for 1, it's going to be offense stepping back on the field and see if they can make it up to 8.
They're going to be out there, looks like just on the 1-yard line. So
that's very manageable here. Can they make this
they've gotten
a better game because of one little mistake?
Make it 8-0 here and just kind of, take advantage of the enemy's mistakes.
Looks like Shingle-Decker, no, they're just going to do a direct snap. Do they get in? No signal. Now there's 2 points, and not sure who had the ball, but 2 points works. Now 2 points go in there either way there, and it's 8-0 Mineral Ridge. We'll go ahead and step aside with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in quarter number 1 on your sports network. Back here for the first quarter of action, 8-0 Mineral Ridge. Matt Marr and Jordan Barber calling this game for you tonight, and oh boy, we've got one going right now.
I'd say.
Good defense by the Rams, stopping Mineral Ridge as another squib kick bouncing away here towards the 30 and picked up and running that ball. Breaking through 1, can't break the second, but better field possessioning here if he held on to the ball for Tayon Harris.
Yeah, this time they were actually able to get a return. The last time they couldn't, field it properly, and it just fell on the ground. He dove on it to make sure they didn't lose possession. But, this time, like you said, they got a return. Better field positioning here. Looks like they're going to start out around the 45.
They're going on their own 43-yard line here.
There we go.
That's what it says officially. Only took 6 seconds off the clock. 4 minutes precisely on this clock here to do some work. Let's see what Campbell has in store here for their opponents. Lambert Jr. and company out there again. Holds on a second, and the whistles are blowing as a flag comes out. Hard to tell on whom. Looks like he's pointing over to Mineral Ridge, and it's Bellestrino who might be getting rung up, and it will be Bellestrino, I think, maybe jumping. Wasn't quite clear what it was. It's a personal foul, but not sure exactly what, but that moves it forward here.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 5. I didn't see the signals the ref gave.
Well, that just helps them out even more here. The Red Devils have it. Lambert hands it off to Timlin. Under some pressure, now running, gets over the 50. He's over the 40, first down, still on his feet, and he's going to be taken down. Can he get himself to at least the 30? No. Forward progression stopped about 2 yards shy, but they're in the offensive side of the field now. What a run by Kevin Timlin.
He was trying to get to that 30, but it took a whole score of Rams to bring him down. It's a really good run there. Got the first down and then some, kept going.
Again, that record doesn't mean anything here. If you got some space and you got some talent, and this team 100% has the talent, things have been looking so much brighter this year from all the last couple of seasons they've had. Campbell Memorial football has just been down in the dumps here as of late, but this is a beacon, a spark of hope, and things are only going to get better with this group. Snap comes back here for Lambert. Can they make it better in this game, though? Hands to Timlin. They read it this time. I think they saw it coming.
They did, yeah.
They knew what Timlin did last time. They were going to let him do it again.
It's a good defensive adjustment there. It leads to a loss of, looks like 3 or 4 for that matter.
Lambert goes over. He'll talk to his coach, Coach Andrew King, giving him an idea. We'll see what they execute this time and how they execute. Again, what a run, though, by Timlin. Still got to keep thinking about that.
Yeah.
Campbell looking to keep it on the ground more when Mineral Ridge is trying to go through the air a little bit more. Got their touchdown on a pass. Throw over to. Throw, whistle as the player gets taken out.
Penalty
pass was completed
down.
there to Tayon Harris. Again, a flag does come out right before he comes out of bounds, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if the whistle was blown because he had been taken out. It's a penalty here.
It's like a face mask on Ridge. Saw the ref do the face mask.
And I'm hearing folks
Ridge,
here on the
yeah,
Campbell side,
moving.
face mask, and that's going to help out the Red Devils a whole heap. Can't do that.
They add on to their already, got the first down there. They got the good gain, and just add on to it.
It's even more. So the Red Devils in pretty territory here. Within the 20.
Red zone.
Ball's on the 17. Whistle blown here for a moment, and timeout's going to be called, and it's going to be the Red Devils to take it. 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go. 8-0 here for Mineral Ridge, but Campbell is knocking on the door here on YSN. So 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go. Both teams back out on the field. 22 total players here as now Demetrius Lambert Jr. gets ready to take the snap, has it, and he's looking to run. Sneaks through one hole, trying to avoid a second, and he's going to get tugged down. Couldn't get past that defense, but he does get a nice gain. Just moving that ball, working to move that chain.
Just keep moving forward, yep. That's what you got to do here.
Forward progression.
Incremental gains, but they add up. They do.
Second down here, a 3-yard gain is what they're going to say officially. So second down, 7 yards needed. 14 yards needed for the end zone. So 7 for first down, 7 for another. That would be a first and goal at that point.
It would be, yeah. But,
Let's say you'd still need 7 if you put it right on the line.
Yeah.
We'll see here what the Red Devils have in store this time around. Snap comes back, holding on is Lambert. He's got some room to run, still on his feet, going towards the end zone. He gets taken down about 2 yards shy. First and goal after all for the Red Devils, and they are feeling it right now.
It looked like he might have been looking to pass that off, but then he turns around and he just saw that he had a lane and he just decided to take off.
And again, that's just the situational play right there. Yeah, exactly. This is something that he's become better and better at as the weeks go on.
He reads,
very young quarterback
very well,
right
sees,
now.
Okay, I don't have a play throwing it. I have the play right here. So he made the split decision, ran it up, and it worked out for him. And now they're ready to punch in their ticket here. A couple more yards to go.
He looked like a veteran quarterback to me out there.
He did.
Couldn't tell the difference at that play. Snap comes back, hands this one off. Still going far wide. Touchdown, Red Devils. Don J. Brown makes it a 2-point difference.
Very good run play there. He found it. He had just enough of an angle on the outside to run it around and was able to get in there to make this a little bit closer. Looks like they're going to obviously go for 2 to try and tie this game up.
But either way, they got their points. They got a touchdown here, and they're not going to let the opposition get a big gain on them this time. Plenty of options here for Lambert to pass or hand off to. He might take it himself. Keep an eye on him. He's looking here. A nice little shove. Has room on the far side. And muscling his way on in for Campbell to tie this game one up. Mahoning.
Well, you know, that same play worked for them to get the touchdown. Why not try it again to get the 2-point conversion?
Beautiful, beautiful sweeping round. Exactly.
Force your way through.
Couldn't ask for better. We've got ourselves a ball game here at Mineral Ridge. We'll step aside again and be back for another kickoff here on YSN. Welcome back here to Joe Lane Stadium here at the campus of Mineral Ridge High School. It's a tie game, 8-all after Campbell makes a nice run. He gets a 3-yard touchdown and 2-point conversion to match as well. Mahoning alongside with Dondre Brown combined for the total of 8 points, 2 scores. Now here comes a kick,
Their
taking
first
it.
time kicking off.
Keyshawn Spires. Well, he's been more or less their kicker here this year. They've been trying him out a lot more in different situations, different scenarios. Haven't really taken too many opportunities here for those PATs. Still on his feet and running, though, as we got to switch our attention here to the great return by Mineral Ridge. Brady Ballestrino, have yourself a run.
Yeah, he fielded that, back there around the 15-yard line and brought it all the way into enemy territory there. It looks like he got out at about the 45, a little bit after. It was a great run there. The special teams there for Campbell just not able to get him, to stop him. He's just very slippery, running away from everyone.
But back to Keyshawn Spires now that the dust has settled a little bit here.
Yeah.
Sure, there'll be more fireworks in a moment for Mineral Ridge, but Spires here. On the roster, you see he's listed as a guard and defensive tackle. He's been more and more there on that defensive side in the O-line. He's a big guy as well, but his kicking has been well, and he got that, I believe, the points. I think either against Lowville got him within at least 1 score. It's going to be a first down coming up here as Campbell trying to stop him here. First down conversion on a first down.
Yeah.
A little bit of efficiency now being shown by the Rams with 54 seconds to go here in quarter number 1.
Maybe looking to punch their ticket, get back on top here.
But it's very nice to
quarter
see
ends. We'll see
them give Spires that opportunity here. Give the big guy that chance to kick. He's obviously got something out there with his leg.
Yeah.
Read very well this time defensively by the Red Devils.
He's got to work on the accuracy.
100% he's got the strength.
Just got to work on getting it where it needs to go.
And he had a nice kickoff right there, and we'll see if he gets the opportunity to go for those PATs as well throughout this game, or if it's going to be all 2-point conversions. Who knows? It might be one of those nights where it's just offense after offense here, but if we can take it a little slower here and go for those field goal attempts, I'm not going to say field goals, but again, the PATs, maybe field goals. Keep an eye on him.
They happen. Not as much as,
You got to be fairly close here as Dunlap goes nowhere quick. They might have lost a yard on this one.
Yeah, I think they did. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Well, 3rd and long here is very familiar for this Mineral Ridge team in this game alone. Looks like they're just saying no gain. 3rd down and 8.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So big play coming up here from Mineral Ridge. We're going to step aside here as the first quarter comes to its close. 8-all here at Mineral Ridge. Back here for quarter number 2. We'll make sure that the scoreboard reflects that as well here from Mineral Ridge. Matt Martin, Jordan Barber on the call for you here today, and a fun one between these two close and big rivals here in the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference Scarlet Division. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the Rams as we switch sides as well for the quarter.
Yes.
Owen Shingledecker getting ready to take his snap. We'll see what the play is. Again, 3rd and long has been very good, very fortuitous for this Rams side. The throw is complete. First down,
nice
still going around, avoiding tackle after tackle, still on his feet, running towards that end zone and taken out as Laundrie is out there scattered on the field. But good job by Jonathan Rossi either way on the run. But we'll see here what this call is going to be. It might be going against the Red Devils. Hard to tell. Looking for that white cap right now. He's between some of the Rams players.
Face mask on the defense.
So that goes against them this time.
So they're going to get good field position out of this. This might be first. Well, it's definitely going to be 1st and goal. To see where they place it.
So
could
perhaps
be right there on the goal
very
line.
Early score incoming here from Mineral Ridge in this second quarter.
Yeah, looks like they're on the 2.
Campbell a lot of time, though, here. 2 or 3.
It's kind of from here. It looks like it's in the middle of it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They're going to say on the 3. Let's just play it safe here and stick with what the scoreboard has to say. But still, anything you can do, I can do. Just about the same here, I guess, is what we're seeing.
Yeah.
up to this defense here as they're trying to force this one through on the carry.
Got it.
Into the end zone.
Did he?
Yes,
Yeah, he got
number
it.
7, I think that was the quarterback. No, Jacob Russell. Number 4 gets more points.
So Russell, he got himself the 2-point conversion, and now he gets himself a touchdown.
Both teams now have scored from 3 yards out. That's a little fun stat that you can put down in your notes if you want.
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing it, but I have to.
Yeah.
So they're going to run this ball 3 yards in with 11:28 still to go here in the quarter and the half.
And they're going to line up this time. They're going to take the extra point. Unless Campbell gives them a jump here. We got to avoid that like last time.
It's going to be Steven Gutierrez. Try and get that extra point up on the board. We'll get the already existing 6 up for you. Trying to make it 15. Kick is up. You bet it's going to be good here. Make it 15 here for Ridge. They lead by 7. We'll step aside again here on your sports network. Back here for the continuation of quarter number 2 here for Mineral Ridge. It's a 15-8 lead for the Rams. 3-yard touchdown run there for number 4 again, that being Jacob Russell. Is this one trying for the onside kick,
wow.
Bounces over the head, touched
Didn't
and
work.
batted out. And, well, saying that he's got the IQ out there for Campbell is Nate Haney. So he knocked it out. Wow, that was something there.
Yeah, I saw
Almost
them.
worked.
I saw the kicker. He wasn't taking. I was thinking they're going to try an onside. Why are they trying an onside?
They've gone for 2 squib kicks already. Now they just
Yeah.
want to throw these guys off for an even shorter kick, and almost worked for them.
Yeah,
Bounced
it just,
right
it just
over
kept
everybody's
bouncing.
head.
Yeah, nobody was
It
able
went
to
so
get a
high.
hold of it, and it went out of bounds. So they're going to give it to him there. I think they're just going to mark it where it went out.
Now flags they're saying have come out.
Well, because the kick went out of bounds, and you can't do that. But you know,
Red
it was
Devils did
touched.
touch it, though.
Yeah, so it
So
should
I think
just,
they're taking it and just saying
it
we're
should
waving
just
this
play
off,
where it went out of
which
bounds.
is what
yeah,
they're doing.
yeah.
So the Red Devils have possession here. 1st and 10, ball on their own 42-yard line. Still not bad field positioning at all. But you can thank Mineral Ridge for that.
Mm-hmm.
Snap comes back. Lambert's got it, turns around, gives it back off here. Running up here, Timlin's got another nice gain as he should be right at the 50 unless his knee went down prior. Well, it looks like they'll put him down at the 50, that being Mineral Ridge.
Yeah.
Oh, which would be 2nd down and 2. And they do spot it at the 50. We are correct on that one.
Cool.
Yes, I would
Cool.
say it is cool that we got
We
something
are-
right.
we're
Who would
not-
have thought?
We're not wrong for a chance.
Happens every now and then, once in a blue moon. It's orange sky out there, too. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's on brand here for Mineral Ridge.
very much so.
Nice sunset out there. Oh,
That's
jumping.
a jump
You
I've ever
can't
seen
even.
one.
Yeah, at this
They
with
ran
some
into
games
each
where
other.
we've had some controversial ones saying, oh, did they jump, did they didn't, did they didn't, did they
That's
not?
obvious.
Well, yeah, they went over the line. They, like you said, they ran into
They
their
were
opponents.
bumping shoulders with each other at that point in time. you
So
know.
that's an easy 1st down pickup here for the Red Devils as they're now on the offensive side of the field.
On the Rams' 45-yard line.
Mineral Ridge still has a tough schedule coming up here. Their next game next Friday is going to be a home one versus McDonald. That's a good McDonald team here.
Yeah.
Got to keep an eye on them. Definitely worth checking out. I'm sure that game is here on YSN. A whole bunch of games on the network tonight. Of course, it's Friday night. Everybody's going to be under the lights. Is that pass incomplete? Here it
Yeah.
looks like that may have been. Yeah, that was Nate Haney that they were trying to get it to.
Sun's going down earlier and earlier every week.
And it still feels like it hasn't gotten much cooler.
No, I mean, I'm wearing a hoodie, but it's just because it's a little breezy up here.
We've also got a box fan in here, too, just
Yeah.
keeping it kind of cooled off as well. So, I mean, getting a little cooler out there, that's nice, but it's a very warm fall to start off.
Yeah.
Switching our focus back onto the field. With it now is Lambert running through, finds one hole, breaks a tackle, and then just dives forward. 5 or 6 yards on that one. I think he got 6. If they give him 7, that'll be something. That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
The ball carrier stopped there first by Brady Balestrino.
They'll give him 6 on that one. 3rd down and 4.
Picks up a 3rd and 4.
So not very long here for the Red Devils. Can they capitalize here? Very capable here. Lambert gets his final word from Coach King and steps back out onto the turf. Lets his offense know what his plan is, what the idea. As him and Kevin Timlin stay behind. Lined up now, that offense. Snap back quickly. Avoids Timlin, looking for the throw. Lambert!
It's out of bounds.
It's going to be incomplete.
Too far away.
4th and short coming up, and it's decision time for the Red Devils, as they were maybe hoping for some interference, but there was no real contact there. Players stayed
plus
behind him and just let it go out.
That ball was thrown out of bounds. I don't even think that would have been catchable.
So it's 4th and short here. Red Devils have been known to go for it, especially when it is this short. Last 4th down they had was 4th and 11, so of course you kick it away in your own side of the field.
Yeah, now you're in Ridge territory. You're trailing again. It's a 7-point game now. Looks like they're going to go for it.
They could try to do what Cardinal Mooney did last night and just keep the kick short and low. Yeah. Snap comes back here, Lambert. A little pass off here with it now. Here's a throw. Is it complete?
I think he got it. Whether he caught it, it's just whether or not he's short or not.
Referees, got to tell. What's the signal?
I think he's right on the line.
And it's a first down. Red Devils, they get it. Wow.
Looked like they tried to do a little bit of a Philly special there.
4th down conversion. How about that for the Red Devils? That gives their crowd something to cheer about as well. Yeah. Everybody's sitting just down below us here, below the press box area.
He was swarmed. He had the 3 defenders coming at him red hot. Just threw that ball. He found someone open.
Lambert with the throw. It just worked out here. The snap comes back here as that's giving them some energy. Gives it to Timlin. Can't use that energy to run as forward progression is lost. Whistles are blown. Good read there by the Mineral Ridge Rams. Looks like that might have been Jordan Moore who was able to make the initial stop there. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 7-point difference as Mineral Ridge now works with 2nd and 15.
Here, give him a loss of 5 at 2nd and 15.
Lambert back out on the field. Can they come up with something else here to make up the difference, or make up the deficit rather? Receivers on either side of him. Snap back, looking to throw. Complete. Oh, they're back within, and it's going to be 3rd and short here. A nice pass over to, it looks like Mahali Kulias.
Yep, he had a wide open receiver, made the grab. Got a little bit of a gain there. Didn't quite get to the target, but like you said, it's going to be short. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4. So much better than 3rd and 15.
Ball is also being placed here. Looks like on the 29-yard line. 29, maybe 28.
I think it's 29.
Scoreboard is incorrect here. We'll go 29 here for the end zone. Whistle blown as soon as Lambert tries to run the ball forward. A flag.
It's going to be
false start here. That's going to hurt Campbell. Try it again.
No. Now we're looking at 3rd and 9.
Now perhaps we will see another throwing play here by the Red Devils. Again, the last one we saw was in desperation. Desperation worked, but they're not very desperate just yet. Again, if they can at least get it back within reason, they'll go for it again on 4th down. Might have to play up a better play. 7.5 minutes to go. Second quarter of action. 1 touchdown is the difference. Ball has been placed down now on the 34-yard line. 9 yards for a first. Snap back here to Lambert. Looks for the throw, and it will be incomplete to Tayon Harris. And another decision here for the Red Devils. Do they want to go for it on 4th down again, or do they want to bring out the punting unit? Yeah, if you do it, you got to try and keep it short. And, again, their kicker right now is still pretty new to the game when it comes to kicking in that position, rather. The game itself, these kids have been playing since they were kids.
Yeah.
But when it comes to kicking and punting away here at the varsity level.
Scenario, you definitely would want to pin them within the 10.
So I think they're going for it here, though. As again, when you don't have somebody that you know has a whole lot of experience out there to kick it, who can try and keep it low and is just going to kick it just to try and kick it.
Might as well.
You just go for it here. It's not like you're giving them really great field positioning at this state if you do turn it over. But desperation play here. Lambert avoids one. He's going to get taken down. Trying to force it over. It doesn't work, but does whatever he can just to move back Ridge. Turnover on down. Mineral Ridge gets the ball back with 7 minutes and 17 seconds still to play on here in the half.
It looks like they're going to start at about the 30. So, I mean, he gave them just made their start a little bit less easy, but wasn't able to quite get it going. And then this drive, they had some good moments, but this one's going to come up empty.
Mineral Ridge has a very tough schedule coming up here. Their last 3 games of the season: Springfield, Western Reserve, and McDonald.
Yeah, 3
and Springfield and Western
powerhouses.
Reserve are just, wow, mammoths here in the MVAC.
Yeah.
Mammoths in the OHSAA. Those Tigers and those Blue Devils especially, and I'm talking about the Western Reserve ones.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 Blue Devils. They're playing 2 Blue Devils. Look at that.
Everybody has to do it at some point.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Blue Devil. Oh, there was a big foul in the back, and I think this is going to go against the Red Devils. Is down at a little bit of a pout there is Justin Sudetic.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, he did a full front flip there because of a Red Devil going low on him to try and stop him.
Yeah. So that's going to move them forward.
So that should go against Campbell, and it will.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, you just can't do that. It was too rough, too aggressive. I know it's football, and rough and aggressive is the nature, but there's still a limit.
Yeah. It's the big one.
That looks like 15.
Yeah.
Ball is being spotted here at the 45 and Campbell's side of the field. Just not good at all. Get that whole play on your screen here as the snap. Comes back, hand off to Dunlap. No, still keeping it here as quarterback as he tried to sneak on in. Gets comp pretty early there as Shingledecker just doesn't go too far. No, further than I thought. They're giving him 5 on it. It's half the distance instead. Well, I stand corrected. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Rams trying to double. Get up to 14.
Yeah.
Snap back, Shingledecker this time gets it to Dunlap. Not a huge gain. I think he'll be shy by a couple yards here of that first.
He will be shy. See where they mark him.
Red Devils get enough of a stop here, but they've got to be good here on 3rd down. This is a big one for them. 2 yards needed. Ball now on the 37.
Brought down by Caden Thomas and Jordan Kraft. Brings up a 3rd and 2 for the Rams.
6 minutes and 5 seconds to play here. Time goes down, but plenty on that clock. This is going to be a first down as he's got nothing but daylight. Shingledecker still on his feet. Finally gets tripped up over the 30. Rams still moving that ball well.
Yes, they are.
Shingledecker, the ball carrier.
Nice stop there, but again, just comes too late as they left way too much daylight.
Down for the Rams.
Mineral Ridge taking their time here. Play clock at 23, so they have their time if they want to take it anymore. They can. 5:44, handing off from Shingledecker off to a runner. Running back, they avoid 2 tackles. Still up. I think he stepped out a little bit earlier here than when he went down was Balestrino.
Yeah, I think he was brought, or he stepped out around the 20.
Brought out just a little bit
so
over.
It's going to be short, I believe. Nope, he got up just in time to get the first. There we go. Moving the chains.
They must not have seen him step out like you and I did then.
Yeah, well,
they gave him all the yards after he got taken down.
We have the benefit of having this little bird's eye view here.
So 5:18.
It happens.
Snap is back. And running that ball still. Shingledecker gets taken down just over the 10. Looks like that should be enough maybe for a first down. We'll see if those chains move and rather get dropped, and they will. 1st and goal, Rams, as they're on the cusp of another touchdown. Mineral Ridge is going to need another score here before halftime. A flag comes out as Shingledecker doesn't go anywhere. Quick on that one as well, and was behind in the end zone by that referee, so there might be something here against Campbell. Player down right now here. We'll step aside as they deal with it. Like you said, 2 players, both from Memorial. We'll be back after this here and hopefully have a good answer for you on why it's that. So, players back up and on their feet again, able to walk off on their own power. That was number 51, Jordan Kraft, and number 9, Nate Haney, who are both taking their time. Just make sure everything was A-okay with them. But again, they were able to get up. It was slow, but it was sure. Hopefully all is all right as they're both sitting on the sideline. Have to, of course, be out for one play.
Yeah.
Well, defense ready here to play. Ridge moving it in. Ridge does. Touchdown here for the Rams.
It's
It's got to be Russell again. This kid's just
He's
2, 4, 6. Man, he's just putting up all the points tonight, isn't he?
really good, in this situation where you're, a yard or 2 or 3 yards away from the goal line. He can just force his way in and get the touchdown or 2-point conversion in the first case. And it's worked for him now 2 times for the touchdown. They're up 21-8. They're looking to get 22 here with the extra point.
It'll be Steven Gutierrez, of course, to take the kick for the Rams. They lead by 2 touchdowns here, looking for that 1 more point to make it a full 14, though. Still waiting for the snap. Almost drew Campbell off.
Yeah,
oh.
Very close there.
I think they were really trying for us. That dings off, and no. +1 is no good as he just hooks it a little bit to the left.
Yeah. And the goalpost shaking. It hit it with some power.
It's got some vibration, doesn't it? Well, both of these 2 teams here are in the same region here, Region 21 here for division. I believe we're in 6.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Mineral Ridge sits in the 13th spot. It's best of 16 to get into the postseason this year. I know we're still another 3 weeks after this out, so anything can still happen, still plenty of time. But still, it's worthwhile to look at just to see what it's shaping up now.
Yeah.
And who you think might be in and who might not be in. Ridge, as it stands here, looking for themselves to go to 4-3, would probably move them up here to around 11th or 12th place here in their region. Again, that's 21 here for their division. Campbell sitting outside of the playoff spot at 21. They've got to get over Mogador, Columbiana, Jackson Milton, and Chippewa just to try and get out there. They also have to take Tuslaw or one of those other lower spots in the postseason out as well.
Yeah.
Tuslaw, Rootstown, and Black River, and Mineral Ridge as well, if you want to say that, are all still vulnerable for them. And if you're able to beat Mineral Ridge, you get a game in hand here if you're Camel. That could help big time when it comes to decision day on week 10.
Yeah.
Game's nowhere near over right now. We've still got time left in the second quarter. We've still got a full 24 minutes to go after that.
Yeah, 4 minutes 51 left here for Campbell to try and respond.
If you're curious here about where we're getting all these, it's joeidle.com. You can find that link if you go over to the standings page on ysnlive.com, find the MVAC Scarlet, and then scroll all the way over to the right until you find the playoff side. And there were links there for every team in their region. Kick taken low again as it's retrieved just over the 30.
Yeah, he just, dove on that, made sure he came up with it, but wasn't able to get a return at all.
But again, for those of you curious about standings here, unofficial but still official enough here with the standings, ysnlive.com. Go over to the standings page, find the MVAC Scarlet Division, scroll to the right, and then find your team and find the playoff region that they're in right there. Click on that blue text. That's the link. They'll bring you right over to where you need to go. So it's first down again for the Red Devils. Ball is placed right on the 30 here. I thought they got a little out in front of it.
Nope, guess not.
Snap comes back here for Lambert. To his left, looks over, throw pass is going to be dropped here. Hard to tell, not Timlin. I thought for a second they were trying for Timlin. That's not going to be the case at all. If I could get my roster back up here to remind myself that is Tayon Harris who's trying to give it to.
Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Again, those postseason, those standings, they are not at all complete yet. Anything is still possible.
No, it could be
Campbell is on the outside looking right on in. And the idea is to get into that postseason. Here's a throw way, way too far away over to Coolius. Not much more that Coolius could do other than try and dive, try and make at least a one-handed grab, and that's not going to be very easy. And obviously wasn't. 3rd and long here coming up here for Camel. Still late goings here in the second quarter of action as they try and convert another big, long play. King gives another word here to his quarterback. Lambert out there to tell the troops as they disperse. Snap. Not quite yet. Waiting there for some motion. Now back to Lambert. He's going to try and run himself and runs right into a brick wall. His reaction said it all.
Yep.
He's almost snapped back himself.
Demetrius Lambert.
Now Lambert will just toss it over here back into the scrum, and now it's another decision. Fourth, and they're going to say 1 yard gained on it, so 4th and 9.
I don't think you go for it in this situation.
I think you're underestimating here and don't know what Campbell football is, my friend.
I mean, if it's just me thinking, logically here, you still got 4 minutes
Mineral
left.
Ridge thinking that they were going for it here. They're not, unless they're trying to draw an offside here to get 4th and more reasonable, but that's not something they go. They don't do the trick plays too often. They usually go for it. Snap, not quite back to Lambert. I think they are trying to draw. I think you are right this time. It's a play clock with 1 second.
Yeah.
Time called here. Now I think we might see them kick it after all. Well, while they take their time out and figure out what game plan they want to come up with here, we'll step aside again. 3:54 to go. Big decision coming up for the Red Devils here on your Sports Network. 3:54 to go here. Matt Marr, Jordan Barber on the call. Lambert going for it on 4th down, and he's got some space. Goes for the throw.
Got it.
First down, Red Devils.
Hey, they gambled. It paid off.
I'm not sure how they're doing it, but Mahoning Coolius was open this time, and they did find him. These last-ditch effort, these desperation throws are working wonders here now, 2 for 2 in this situation. Like I said, this is Red Devil football. They'll go after it here. They want that drive to continue. There's not a lot of time left on that clock. They know that this drive could take a while, and they want it to take a while and make sure the Rams have no more offense to bring. I think they've learned their lesson from that LeBray game earlier this year, trying not to leave too much time. Oh, a nice throw and a nice flag as well. We'll see who this goes against. That might be coming back here as Harris goes over, but those chains are not moving. Gotta wait for the word here. It's going to be holding against the Red Devils. Bring it right on
back. Bring it back now.
Bring it back a little bit further. As we replay 1st down. It's too bad there again. They got a 1st down out of that off of that Harris throw.
Yeah.
Just somebody on that O-line got a little too touchy-feely there with Mineral Ridge player.
It would have been a 1st down and 10. The chains moved, but now it's a 1st down and 20, or I think just shy of 20, because it must have been from the spot of the foul.
I would say 1st and 17 when they do finally get that updated. From what I counted, it said 17. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Snap comes back here. Harris looking. He's going deep, and almost caught, but it comes in and out of the grasp of Caleb Boudre. Wow, that almost worked for them as well.
Did.
It's got to be 4th down, I think.
Oh, yeah, that only seems to work out in their favor on 4th down.
You had Mahoning Coolius jumping up and down. He was wide open.
Yeah.
Had another receiver, but I don't mind that play though at all by Lambert. He saw somebody going down the field. He thought, hey, we could have gotten it, and they almost did.
Almost.
It still was not a bad play at all there. You can't be upset with the effort put forth there. And you know what? Lambert testing out his arm, making sure that he can throw it deep, and he can. But again, they still have now a 2nd and long. Still 17 yards needed. Just for a 1st down. Playing on their side of the field because of a holding call. Throw. Oh, there's got to be interference there. There was nothing but Rams just coming in and trying to deny Malik Young an opportunity to bring that ball over the line. That's moving that ball back up. Definitely pass interference. He jumped on him. And they are, in fact, moving that ball up. Not sure who's holding that ball, though, as they got really far back in that field. I'm not sure how it got all the way over there. And I guess they never picked it up after the throw, did they?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Just rolled all the way there. Had a mind of its own.
Pass interference moves them 15 yards up. Way more manageable here for the Red Devils as they hurt themselves once, but then they only get one back here thanks to the Rams. Snap back here, looking here, gives it off to Coolius. Dan almost broke free. Flag comes out. And now we'll see, can this benefit the Red Devils? Can some mistakes here against the Rams help out their opponent? Right now they're spotting it even further back, but that ball's not going to stay put. That's going to go against the Rams. Spot foul, over the line, 1st down, Campbell.
Looks like he
I think he miscounted. Yeah. No, he was going not from the spot. He was going from where the marker was. That's going to move it even further in the field here for the Red Devils. You said you saw them call a face mask.
That's what the ref, Yep, he made the motion for that, so that's why we're moving so far.
What a great move here now. The Red Devils having some life.
Hustle to the line.
Everybody but the quarterback, who, well, you kind of need him.
He's like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna take my time.
He's still got 23 seconds on that play clock. Taken now here. Lambert looking to his right. Throws, and the only person in the vicinity and still wasn't close enough was Silak. Wasn't going to be a pick there, but it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Here now on the Rams' 34-yard line. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Clock, of course, stopped with that ball out of play. Still time on this clock, and stepping out on the field, Dondre Brown will take over here for Malik Young. Lambert back out there as well. Can they get these points here? You see them scoring, Jordan?
Hey, anything's possible. I think they definitely much better delay game, maybe. Yeah.
It's going to go against the Red Devils, I think, because of how long they were taking to get back out there.
Yeah.
I think the play clock,
it
was
did.
going. I don't think they were aware that it was.
Mm-hmm.
They thought the clock itself stopped. They thought all clocks were stopped here. No, I think that's just some kids not really realizing what was going on, and Coach wasn't paying that close attention either. Yeah, give them 5 yards here. They're good for it. They can make it up. Clock has started again, though. And they now have 15 seconds as well on that play clock, so got to be wary of that. You got a play clock on either side of the field, too. Under 10 seconds. Snap comes off here. Plenty of time. Lambert looking for a throw. Drops the ball, and the Rams will take over. Fumbled ball. That's going to be a turnover. Campbell trying to argue it, but they grabbed him on his shoulder, and he dropped the ball.
Yeah, he was going to try and maybe pass it, but he wasn't in the motion of passing.
And that's the question. Was he, though? They're discussing it because it looked like he could have been.
His arm was back, but then he got hit, and then it was knocked out.
Yeah, well, we're dealing with high school refs here. Here comes the call.
Incomplete.
They're saying incomplete pass. Campbell gets bailed out.
They did, yeah. I mean, I thought that was a fumble just by looking at it. They must have saw something else being closer.
I mean, even I called it a fumble. I didn't think that he had the real throw-off, but he got his arm out enough, and that just extending it was enough.
It looked like it was back, and then it looked like it was smacked out of his hand. He must have just started moving his arm forward. So, that was enough to say, it was an incomplete pass. But, yeah.
So, Campbell will take a 3rd and 15 happily
definitely.
After that little debacle.
Get a little bit of luck there. See if they can translate that into progress.
See if this can help them or if that just gives momentum back to the Rams. Throw complete to Coleus. Still on his feet. Gets taken down over the 30.
He's shy.
4th and shy, but again,
they're going to go for it, obviously.
There's no doubt with a minute 42.
Yeah.
That's a huge gain, though. That still helps.
Looks like they're 3 yards short. 4 yards, they're saying on the scoreboard.
It will be 4 yards shy here as they're 3 yards shy of the 25, and the marker is on the 24. Minute 20. What do these Red Devils have for us? I think they have a timeout.
Yeah, they have one left, so it looks like they're just going to go ahead.
They do burn that final timeout here. Minute 16 to go.
Ridge took that timeout.
No, Mineral Ridge. Yeah, never mind. They did point that way, didn't they?
Yep.
Either way, timeout's taken on the field. Mineral Ridge has a decision to make here. What do they want to do on this 4th and 4 here? How do they want to defend against this Red Devils offense? We'll find out when we return here on 4th down. 4 yards needed here for the Red Devils to try and keep their hopes of scoring before halftime alive. Big chance here for Campbell. Snap back to Lambert. He's open, takes a throw, almost picked off. Doesn't matter, it's still a turnover. Mineral Ridge does enough.
Yeah, I saw him. I said he's got a man right there, and he tries to get it in, but defender got his hands up in there just in time and smacked the ball out.
So David Baker stops the run here. And there were some very fortuitous calls here going the way of the Red Devils through this. Just comes out short because of a
they
low pass.
weren't able to capitalize on some of those gifts, you could say, or just lucky blessings.
But again, plenty of positives off of that whole drive anyways.
Yeah.
Again, you just get these kids more work, give them some more experience, and they're going to be able to get those throws a lot higher here, and it's going to look a lot better within the next year or two here for Campbell.
Minute 11 left to go. Ridge does get the ball back in the second half. So if they're able to march down the field and score, I mean, that could be pretty big for them.
Not
see
sure
what they
if
decide
that's
to do.
entirely the idea at the moment, especially when Campbell keeps stuffing you like this.
Yeah.
Christian Dunlap still can't run against him. All right, we'll get under 60 seconds. No, they'll stop the clock. No, it is still going. A little bit of lag out there. We are under 60 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Brought down by number 50,
Oh.
Caden Thomas.
Looks like they're just gonna
One on the play brings up a 2nd and 11.
try and run it out, maybe see if they can get something, but they're not really, trying too
Well,
hard.
with
there
38
to
seconds
get a
on the
in.
play clock, 46 seconds to go on the actual clock. They have to run one play, then they can kneel it and just go to the locker room and be content with that.
Yeah.
They're very far away from that end zone. I don't think they're going to try and do anything too risky here to throw the ball down the field, because then you could just ask here for the Red Devils as Dunlap does a little somersault over his opponent, gets taken down after that. Small gain here, 25 seconds to go. I think they kneel it out. We go to halftime.
Yeah, it seems like they might have been trying, give him a run to see if he can maybe break through and get a big gain, but, obviously that didn't happen, and now I think they're just going to let this clock tick out because they don't have to run another play.
It. And off the field they go. Offense off. Campbell looking a little confused at the moment. Now they're going to step off the field.
Yeah, half's over,
as
guys.
we have made it to a halftime here at Mineral Ridge. The Rams leading 21-8 over the Red Devils. Curious what you've seen so far, what you've liked, what you haven't liked against either of these two teams.
Well, we've seen some really good offense here on both sides. It's just, Ridge has been able to come up with more points out of it. Campbell, like you said, they got a lot of potential. They're still a very young team. They're still kind of working some things out. They had, a couple good drives that unfortunately came up short. There obviously their one touchdown drive, a lot of big plays there. I'm seeing a lot of potential with the team. I'm just not seeing that potential morphing into results yet. But obviously there's still a full 24 minutes left to play. The game's nowhere near over. It's a 13-point difference. That's two touchdowns and 2 extra points. They have the lead. They just got to get out there. They got to keep drives going, keep moving forward as much as you can. Stop giving up some costly penalties. A lot of those penalties might have forced them to have to make those big risky plays. That worked out from a few times, but sometimes doesn't. And so you just got to see consistency, a little bit more discipline, and then just keep moving that ball forward. And as for Mineral Ridge, they're kind of doing the similar thing with their defense has been making good stops. Their offenses are making those good plays when they have to. This game, they're up by 13, like I said. They could be up by more, but a few missed opportunities. Either way, it's going to be a good finish.
So that does it for the first half. Rams over the Red Devils, 21-8. 24 minutes to duke things out and settle this once and for all. We'll be back after this here on YSN. Welcome back to Mineral Ridge for half number 2, quarter number 3 of action between the Rams and the Red Devils. Matt Marr and Jordan Barber back on the call for you here today. And, well, it's been a good offensive showing here for Mineral Ridge. We'll get into that in a moment, but let's take a look here while we wait for everybody to come out here around YSN. And how about this? A big rivalry game between Archbishop Hoban and Walsh Jesuit going the way of Walsh. The Warriors beating up on the Knights at halftime, 13-0. Not really beat up, but still winning over that very good Akron team.
Impressive.
Got Beaver over Deer Lakes, 28-0. And then when you come back in here to our area, how about LeBray beating Brookfield 15-7 at half. Squib kick here, gets past one opponent here, and just diving on top of it is Mineral Ridge. A late hit here off of a ram, but no call at all. So we move forward here. Perry over Orange, 48-0. Western Reserve and Springfield there in the third quarter. It's only 6-0 Springfield over the Blue Devils. That's
close one.
It's telling you just how good these two teams are against each other. That's going to be a fun race to the finish there. Ursuline taking on Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, or just Smile Mater St. Vincent St. Mary, winning 37-0. There's no stopping that Ursuline team.
Yeah.
Out of all 4 teams in that Steel Valley Conference, Ursuline's going to win that title. There should not be any doubt, even when they get their holy war, their official one there against Ursuline. South Range beating Girard 37-21. A lot closer than I thought that would have been at this point, though. That's out of Girard at halftime. McDonald up 21-0 over Lowville. That's a third quarter score. Snap coming back here for the Rams. Handoff, and here comes a run. Still going out wide. Not much of a gain. If he got back to the line, I think he did, but that's Brady Balestrino, on the run. I think they'll give him just back to the line. I don't think they're going to lose anything here. That brings up a 2nd and long here for the Rams. All those scores and so many more available right now on ysnlive.com. Just go over to the scoreboard tab, or I think it just says scores.
Yeah, it scores.
And you can find all the scores, including this one as well. So if you don't want to stop this game and have to go watch another game and sit through ads and everything, all the other fun stuff, you can just look at the score itself and see what's going on around the valley and beyond, obviously, with our Akron schools as well. Fake throw. Here's one way down the field. Caught! And going. Balestrino is into the end zone. Ball was on their own 28. Give me a moment to try and do some math.
That was just an absolute dot air. He found it perfectly thrown, perfectly caught, and then the run to get themselves a quick score here to take a commanding lead, 27-8.
That was 72 yards.
Wow.
11:07 still. That was actually number 5, Jonathan Rossi. Number was scrunched up. That's why I missed it. But boy, oh boy, Mineral Ridge starting things off with a big kaboom. Let's see what the +1 looks like here on the PAT. Last one doinked off the side. This time it goes up and misses to the left. Again, they missed 2 in a row now. And we'll stay here 27-8. 11:07 still to go. Up in the Lake region, Jefferson just beating Lakeside 14-13 at halftime. In the third quarter, it's Struthers over Lakeview 14-9. Hubbard and Beaver Local tied at 14 apiece in their third quarter. At halftime, Columbiana up over Southern Local 14-6. Grand Valley beating Matthews 36-8. Of course, you have this score, which you can see right on your screen. Poland up over Niles 35-0. How about this? Ravenna
Niles.
Southeast up 14-8 over Champion.
Wow. 14-8. That's
West
a close
Branch,
one.
I think that's a 50-7 over Marlington.
What? Wow.
And they're only in the second quarter. West Branch just putting on a show.
That is.
And they're on the road as well, so it's not for the right audience, I'll say that.
I bet that
Fitch
crowd is empty.
10-9 over Maslin Perry for Fitch. United winning over Latonia 42-6. Got a close one in Waterloo. Jackson Milton up 15-14 in their third quarter as well. Whole bunch of different scores going on. Garfield 20-6 over the Liberty Leopards at halftime.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Kick taken low again. And it's
We'll get a return this time.
And it's going to be picked up, moving the ball, and still on his feet now, finally being forced out. Close to that 50 there was Tayon Harris. Just a whole lot of interesting scores here for another week of high school football on YSN.
Get a lot of close games and a lot of just complete total blowouts. Game last week I called was a blowout. It was Liberty over Newton Falls. To the point where, after a certain time, you just kind of run out of things to talk about, especially when you're by yourself. So I'm glad we're here, and I'm glad this is a more interesting game.
Campbell with the ball here on their own 45. Looking to get this one into Mineral Ridge territory. The throw. Brown had not turned around yet.
No, he was
not ready for that throw, as the throw just comes off too quick there by Lambert. Temperature has gone down to about 65 degrees out here. So it has definitely cooled off since at least week 1, where we were still in the 80s at this point.
Yeah.
Of course, at this point, I think we were just seeing the sun setting too, so. That's how you know that the seasons are finally changing here. These are still pretty green.
It's definitely October.
Snap coming back here now for Lambert. Hands it off to Timlin. Running through. He's got himself a first down. Going to the 40. Sneaking, squeezing, and finally getting torn down by the Rams. Second down turned into a first down just over the Mineral Ridge 40. Looking for Laundry. There's a flag. Wondering why the chains hadn't moved yet. It's because it looks like it's going to go against the Red Devils.
It did. They're going back.
Campbell with their arms out, just wondering what the heck did we do?
I don't know what they did. I didn't catch it.
Mahali Kulia still confused, wondering why are we being punished? They're putting it right back at the line as well. They haven't moved the ball. I'm not sure. They're not moving the ball back unless it's a spot foul.
Maybe. I didn't. I saw the ref pointing towards Campbell, but I didn't see his sign as to what the penalty was.
Is very interesting. So we're just replaying second down as is. Pretend that one just didn't happen.
I guess, yeah.
Well, the snap comes back to Lambert. Quick to throw to Coolius, has it, and then gets taken down hard times. Big one there by Owen Silak.
Yeah, it was a good pass, but like you said, he had no chance there.
Wow, throwing some authority there on defense is Silak. That was just beautiful there defensively. Had him read perfectly. Yeah, you had your receiver open, you got the game, but it was a small one. 3rd down and now 7. They'll say he only got 3 out of it. Wasn't much, to be fair. So, it's Lambert ready. Gets the ball. We'll hand it off to Timlin. They're hoping that he can do it again. Nope, but
that's
face mask, 100%. So, first down anyways for the Red Devils. Wow, that's 3 face masks in this game here.
Yeah, it's happened a lot.
That's a lot here by high school standards. You don't see that.
That's hands, yeah.
It's incredible. You don't see that happen. At least 2 have been against Mineral Ridge. Can't remember. Has Campbell been called for one yet? I don't think they have.
No,
I think it's been all Mineral Ridge. Just being undisciplined and not keeping an eye on where their hands are. So Red Devils will take that.
You had them. You had them stopped right there, shy of the first down. But you just kind of gave it to him for free. You saw the hand just got right in there. It wasn't even. He grabbed it, pulled on it.
Campbell looking for the end zone. Can they get 2 points as well? If they do score, they can make it 11. Make this more of a game. Here's a big throw down the field. Receiver not quite open. Are the flags coming out? They're saying incomplete. Honestly, didn't see a whole lot there to really convince me either. Owen Silak was just keeping his head down and just keeping on top of his man. He just kept pace.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. His hands weren't in there.
Yep.
It was just really good coverage. I mean, that's just good defense. He played it textbook.
Yeah, he did.
Folks here will disagree, think that there was interference, but I didn't see any. They're definitely not happy down here.
No,
we'll try to keep talking so we don't hear any expletives.
You're going to advocate for your team, and I understand.
Oh, yeah, those are your kids out there. Quite literally, that's probably that could have been his son out there who's down that field. Hands it off to Timlin. Why not? Finds a hole. Flag comes out.
That's probably coming back.
Now it's a first down if it counts, but again, there's probably going to be holding against Campbell. As that seems to be Coolius with his arms out again, just wondering what this time. What have we done?
Well, it's going to be another holding. It's going to go back. See how far they decide to put this one.
And there might be another one here, perhaps for the arguing. Out there with his arms out, not happy was Caden Smith.
Yeah, they did get
voicing his opinion, so they gave him even more for talking.
Yep.
Got to keep your cool out there. I know you're not happy with the holding, but you can't go out there and start insulting the ref. They're going to take it personally, and they're going to hurt you even more. So instead of 5, I think they might be going back 15 here. It's going back even further.
God.
That's what happens here when you talk to the ref.
Half the distance to the goal or something? That might have been a half the distance to the goal call.
I'm wondering what he had to say there. Caden Smith, again, was the one who was the most vocal, at least the most animated here, when he was responding.
So they're at the 37 or 38, and they have to get to the 20.
It's second and 25 here. That's how many yards they need one way or the other.
I don't think it's 25, isn't it? No.
25 yards.
Not 25. That's more than 25.
That's what it says on the scoreboard at least.
Scoreboard's wrong.
Well, maybe second and 25 to get back to the original marker.
Maybe.
Well, a nice little run here, and, well, if it was a full 10, then that'd be a first down, but, again, that's if. Run the ball there again was DeAndre Brown.
DeAndre Brown, the ball carrier.
So that was at least 30 yards. Now maybe it's more 25.
It says 17 on the scoreboard.
How? I could count individually.
Yeah, 17 it is. Believe so. No, 27.
No, yeah.
27.
You're off.
I was off too. It's fine. Flag comes out.
Another one.
I think it's going to be holding.
Again. Let's bring it back now.
I'm just seeing Lambert hold on to that ball and then go out. There had to be holding to get him that hole. I'd be surprised if it goes against the Rams at this point. Things have been going from bad to worse here on this drive for the Red Devils.
Yeah, they got themselves, a gift there with the face mask, but then they just went and dug themselves even deeper.
King over there still keeping his cool right now. I'm not sure if I've seen him lose his cool yet this season. But, yeah, Holding is going against the Rams.
Offensive holding. You don't see that often.
Well, color me surprised. That's going to help out the Rams, the Red Devils.
Defensive holding, you don't see that much. But here, it's definitely helping them out now.
Ever so slightly. It's still not a huge move, but still. 3rd down and still long, but not as long.
Yeah. Get to add 10 yards to their massive deficit.
But considering where they were, this is manageable. Considering.
They just moved essentially like 20 yards in one direction, but they're still 3rd and 17. That's
just
how
remember
far
there.
back
they
were.
did it to themselves, though, by arguing with the refs.
Yes, that was stupid and unnecessary.
Lesson learned here, I hope. Snap comes back here to Lambert. Looks for the throw. It's picked!
Wow, he read that like a book.
Holding, it doesn't matter. Just wrapping that ball and taking it for a run was Owen Silak. Rams get the ball back after after a run, I should say. Not another, but just another run from, I'll say from hell.
Yeah.
Just not at all what the Red Devils needed.
No. Like you said,
self-inflicted wounds left and right as well. Shot themselves in the foot.
They kept getting in their own way. They had a gift with the face mask, but then they just kept, it's self-sabotage at this point. And I remember I said that before halftime. I said, they had a couple penalties in the first half that really kind of hurt them. They got to get that under control. They've done the opposite so far. It just seems like the problem's just getting worse for them.
Under control, that's the big one right now.
Yeah.
And it's more so your emotions. You need to keep your emotions in check. It's not easy. These are still kids. At the end of the day, they're still human beings.
Too. They're
so
underclassmen.
It's not going to be easy out there, but leadership does need to step up here. Speaking of stepping up and stepping in, a run there for the Rams. Hard to tell where he was originally brought down. It looked like that was Jonathan Rossi on the carry.
Moving the chains.
You are correct. 1st down, Rams. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 3rd quarter of action as Mineral Ridge tries to put this game away in the 3rd quarter. Another score here. Could very well do that. Throw complete to Rossi. Still on his feet. Gets taken down over the 30. First down here, man. Campbell. And their mistakes are energizing, it seems, this Rams offense.
Yeah, they're
it's almost like they found new life when they didn't need it.
Campbell was able to, they weren't able to capitalize on the mistakes Mineral Ridge made in the first half, and now it seems like Ridge is looking to, take advantage of the mistakes that Campbell's making.
Still over 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Snap back taken here, handoff, and running it. Dunlap still open and taken down over the line again.
And
first down for the Rams.
3 straight first down completions on 3 plays. They're moving. They're moving with quickness.
A little bit of haste in those boots right now.
Oh, yeah.
And this defense for the Red Devils not looking like its usual self now. Again, they just look like deer in the headlights after everything that's happened here. Dunlap doesn't get a first down this time, but still a gain.
They didn't give up the first down for the 4th time in a row, but they still gave up a pretty good run there. It's like about half the way, 2nd and 5, yep.
Still another gain here for Mineral Ridge. Still taking their time over there. Owen Shingledecker taking a long chat with his coach on that sideline. Has Christian Dunlap with him as well, joining in on the conversation. Might be a handoff here. Keep an eye on them running the ball. Shingledecker holds on to it himself and read well by the Red Devils. 3rd down.
Just kind of came out of nowhere. Found his way through the line to make the tackle.
Now, if they don't get it here, and they don't lose yards at least, how close do you think they are to trying a field goal from this range?
Well, considering their kicker missed the extra point the last 2 times, I don't know if they would be willing to.
We know that he's got some height there, though.
Yeah.
It's just the accuracy is what you might be concerned about at this point.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they'd want to give him an opportunity to try that if they can't find the touchdown or at least the first down. Doesn't matter because they get the touchdown anyways here to Rozzi.
Touchdown. Single-decker to Rozzi. Complete.
Single-decker to Rozzi. Rozzi. That's how he said it.
Comes with 4:53 to go. We'll see if we get another PAT here or if it's going to be, again, maybe a hat trick this time and missed opportunities.
The first one doinked off the
They're going with somebody different this time,
post.
Jordan, though.
Yeah.
Keep in mind here, it's Luke Porter, pardon me. Third time's the charm.
not
the
with that
snap
snap.
taken low, and they're going to just try and turn this into 2. Under some pressure, throws this one.
Good throw,
and
but
no good as Campbell gets the feet in there.
I mean, that was a good throw for someone who's not used to it under pressure. But
so either way, the lead is extended 33-8. That's a big hill to climb here for the Red Devils. We'll see if they can start chipping away here when we return here on your Sports Network. 4:53 to go before we head to that fourth quarter. Red Devils getting the ball back. Matt Marr and Jordan Barber on the call for you here this evening. It's been all Mineral Ridge since coming back from halftime.
yeah, put up 2 scores. Definitely taking advantage of Campbell's mistakes with a lot of those penalties there, and then the interception that they were able to pull off there on the last drive. Took it all the way down the field for the touchdown.
This season, more or less, has just been a learning curve for this entire Red Devils team. Fourth-year head coach here, and Andrew King, this is his first year finding any kind of real success like this, and he's got a good team on his roster here. A lot of good kids, a lot of talent. It just needs to mature and grow, as this one's taken by Brown. Still running through, and now taken down, and he just misses the 40.
Yeah, decent return.
Not bad at all.
No.
The returns haven't been an issue at all tonight.
No, whenever they're actually able to run with the ball, sometimes that kick
that
is just very
onside kick
bouncy.
just bounced
yeah.
over everybody, so that's what happens when you go for these squib kicks, which is what they've just been doing all night.
Sometimes it's just it's hard to catch. They just have to dive on it, and
That's what
yeah.
Mineral Ridge did last time. They still drove it down for another 6. And a mismanaged snap almost gave him another 2-point attempt. But Campbell, very good there defensively to stop the extra points from going in. Lambert hands off here. Looks like Timlin. It looks like Timlin's going to get maybe 4 yards on this one.
yeah.
Those gains here. Just try and make this more than 8 points. Get another touchdown on the board. From this point forward, it doesn't matter. They're going for 2. If they do get a touchdown, that is.
Yeah.
They got to get past this very tough and ready defense for Mineral Ridge, and they got to get out of their own way as well.
They do. They've had so many chances. This game could be a lot closer right now.
Oh,
They could easily be leading as well if they.
But again,
capitalize,
emotions have gotten in their way. They've gotten in their own way with all these holding calls. I mean, just so many. It's just learning.
Those are the big ones. 10 yards on each one.
Can't take advantage even with face masks going the other way, as stuffed up there is Brown. And I think they're going to go down to 3rd and 11 here.
Yeah.
From second down, and I believe we were at, 6?
It was.
They're going to say 3rd and 9 here, so 2 more yards than you and I thought.
Must have gotten forward progress further than we thought.
It just depends on where that whistle was blown as well. They might have
Yeah.
called it a little earlier. Well, 3rd and long. We've had some success here with 3rd and 4th downs tonight. See if they can find more here. Again, just avoid holding your opponent here. Is not a tango. Oh, Lambert.
This is a little bit of a tango.
Can't do anything here. Gets stuffed, sacked. What a beautiful defensive play there. Taken down big time by the big man, Jordan Moore. Senior doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, some negative yards on this drive. It's going to end up being 4th and 15. I think at this point you're going to punt, and it looks like the punting unit's out.
Lucas Koziorinski will come out here to kick. Haven't called his name at all this season. Oh, we'll see what kind of length and range he has.
It seems like they don't punt that often. But this is a circumstance where they decided it's the best thing to do.
4th and 15 in their own end, yes. Oh, he was a little hesitant, but luckily the wall was there, and he gets some good distance on this one. It's taken by the Rams. And running it not too far, maybe 5 yards from the spot he picked it up there was Brady Balestrino.
Brady Balestrino on the return.
I want to talk about Jonathan Razai as they've been pronouncing it here, so we'll get it right.
Yeah.
He's got a hat trick today, touchdowns.
Yeah.
Scored the first one, 18 yards with 4:06 to go in the first. Scored in the second quarter. Pardon me, no, we're both in the third. I'm misreading my own. There's no light up here, so that's my excuse.
Yeah, it's dark.
But with 11:07, he got a 72-yarder, the big one, just a big throw. And, of course, the most recent one here with, I believe that was a 12-yard touchdown run on that last touchdown. Player is down on the field here for Campbell Memorial, but Razai having himself a game. We'll see if he can keep it up as well as his team defensively when we return. 2:27 to go in the third quarter here on your Sports Network. Holly Coolius was the player who went down right before we went to break here and able to get back up on his own, but looked like he was a little sore after coming off. But no, that's understandable, depending on expecting how long he was down there. So it's going to be first down here for the Rams after the punt. Small kick return here. Ball on the 45. Goes for a throw, and Balestrino is open. And he's got another first down for the Rams. Just over the 40 here. Oof. Another nice run here. Mineral Ridge just wants to punish Campbell.
Yeah.
I think they're frustrated with themselves for missing the last 3 extra point attempts. I think they want to make good on these.
So in order to get that chance, you have to score another touchdown.
Didn't even get a chance to see Luke Porter. And the snap just fumbled. If that's even the right term for it. Fake throw, now going down the field and incomplete. Defender comes in here and able to just get out there. That's Romani Robinson. Second down, 10 yards, 1:55 to go here. Quarter number 3 here from Joe Lane Stadium. Crowd has stayed pretty strong here, though, consistently throughout this night.
Yeah, a lot of
showing
people
on the Ram side, and we still can hear the Memorial side down here as this game just goes another way. Run the ball, still with it. Now
First
getting
down.
tripped up there was
Ball's
Christian
out.
Dunlap.
They're going to say he's down.
I think his knee was out before it comes loose, so no fumble. So a little bit of luck here. Not that luck needed to be on the side here of the Rams tonight. They've just been doing it all themselves.
Oh, yeah. So
Minute
they've
38.
had opportunities, and they've taken advantage of them when they've shown up.
Snap back here, hands it off. Yes,
Took
no.
himself.
Hard
He's
to tell for a
he's got
second we
room.
see him, and yeah, everybody thought that was going to go to the running back. Maybe 3 yards, a late hit here. As Shingle-Decker just brings it into a 1st and goal, and it's going to be even closer, half the distance at this point, as I'm moving maybe an extra yard forward. That should go against Campbell. I'm not sure what they got him for. It's either a late hit or maybe targeting. Not sure. Was there helmet-to-helmet contact? I didn't see that. They're just saying personal foul. Nothing was signaled here, at least that we could see. And either way, it doesn't matter. Don't need to go mad here trying to figure out what the logistics are of the penalty. There's a penalty, and that's all that matters. 1st and goal. Ball is 2 yards away from the end zone. As the Rams here are probably going to punch in another. Handoff going wide and finding some space. Not quite. Did the ball come loose? No, he just tried to reach over, but he was already down.
Yeah, he was down before. He got the ball across the plane, but he was down. So
Balestrino trying here.
Tried to go outside with it.
Looks like no gain as that marker. Oh, now it does move. They get a yard
He's at
out
the
of
1
it.
yard line. Yep.
So even closer here with 43 seconds to go here in the quarter. 26 to go on the play clock. Plenty of time here. If they don't get it here, they've got another drive, but they're going to try and force this one through. They do.
Touchdown.
Believe that was Rozzi again.
Got his 4th.
This kid's unstoppable. It doesn't matter how many yards out. He's just putting them home.
Yeah.
Wow, give him everything. I mean, he's going to be my recommendation for the big dog, no doubt about that here for this week.
Yeah, absolutely putting on a big performance out there. Said the 4 touchdowns, contributing very, very heavily to this commanding lead they have.
Now they're trying to get it to 40. Can they crack it here with Luke Porter? Got to get these snaps off cleanly. That's step number 1.
Yeah. The entire line.
Snap
moved.
ready. Kick is up. He's going to get that one up and through. Make it
Finally
40.
got themselves an extra point.
So they change up the kicker here this time around, and it works for another point. Mineral Ridge up 40-8. We'll step aside again here on YSN. So with that last score, we ended up getting to the running clock rule. 30 points or more, they're up by 32, that being the Rams. So as soon as they snapped that ball, the clock went down, and that was the end of the third quarter here from Mineral Ridge. So we start off the fourth with a kickoff back to the Red Devils. They just need a score of almost any kind here other than safety to try and get that clock to stop and give them a little bit more time to try and, well, just storm back a little bit here and maybe get some of their frustrations out the right way. Kick's taken low. Ball is picked up here by Romani Robinson. Oh, a big heavy shove there by Balestrino.
Yeah.
They take him down from behind.
Stop by number 54, John Culp.
They're saying the stop came from 54, which would be John Culp. Must have maybe gotten him low, and then the hit later just finished the job. Either way, first down for the Red Devils. They're putting it right down on their own 40, so 60 yards shy of the end zone. Their one and only score came in back in that first quarter. It was a 3-yard run as they handed it off to DeAndre Brown. Snap will come back here for Lambert. He'll hand it off here to Brown. Sneaks around one, still going, and he misses the 50. It's going to be second and, I'd say, 1 yard here.
Yeah.
But Brown does what he needs to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Second and 1, that's what we see here with 10:45 to go here in the ball game. Mineral Ridge will come out to win this game unless something incredible happens here, but that's going to be a lot of, well, we said earlier, self-inflicted wounds to them.
Yeah.
They'd have to do it to themselves at this point here, which, no, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen here. So the hopes here have pretty much fizzled out for Campbell for winning their first conference game as the pass is completed.
Yeah, as that time keeps going, they're going to have to score quickly if they want to stop it, but they've already sacrificed 2 minutes.
So, for the second time this season, Mineral Ridge, once this game comes to its end, will advance to above 500. They'll go to 4-3. And will advance to 3-1 in conference play, which will help them out there big time when they're competing for that first place spot.
Yeah.
Their next game, as we noted earlier, is going to be against Springfield. That is a huge, and I mean a huge test right there for them. Campbell still looked pretty good there, all things considered. So let's see how Mineral Ridge does. There could be an upset coming here. As Lambert going down the field, tripping and not really doing anything with Coolius. This side hoping that maybe they call interference here, but I think Coolius just tripped up. I don't know if he's still feeling 100% after going down earlier.
Yeah.
So Springfield is the next game here for this Mineral Ridge side. And again, it's McDonald at home next week on Friday for this Campbell Memorial team. Looking for another upset here, as most games they play are going to be that upset time. But they got Jackson Milton and Waterloo as well to finish off the season. So things could look up here after next week, looking into week 9 and 10. Hands this one off here to Timlin. It's got a gain moving forward here. Now being stopped at the 40, trying to go backwards, and that is never what you want to do.
Nope.
Is go back. That was immediately met hard by the defense. McDonald right now over Lowville, 35-14 in the fourth quarter now. Keep an eye on those conference games. In the third quarter, Springfield up 12-0 over Reserve. Yeah, that's a close game right there.
Yeah.
We're still seeing 50-7 in the second for West Branch and Marlington. Not sure if Marlington let us come into that game. Final, Poland beat Niles 42-0. They got the running clock and they let it run out.
Niles definitely a disappointing season this year.
How about this in the third quarter? It's a 20-13 lead. Garfield over Liberty.
Close game.
Game has gotten a lot closer there.
Yeah.
As it's only 7 points. A throw way over the intended target there from Lambert, trying to get it to Young. Didn't work out here, and it's going to be 4th and long now for these Red Devils. Salem up over Minerva 55-0. How about Warren JFK, though, playing a close one against Rootstown? They're losing at the moment 7-6.
Huh. Missed extra
Youngstown
point
East
there.
over Howland 20-6 right there. It's good for the Steel Valley team getting a win against a pretty decent Howland side as well. Conneaut not being able to get anything on the board against Geneva so far. We'll keep it at that. Edgewood not having much better against Madison. Beaver Local up over Hubbard 24-17. And in the third quarter, South Rains still pretty close, 39-21. Fourth down coming up here. Lambert looking for a long throw to Young, and it's just over his head, out of his reach, and that's going to do it here for this drive.
Yep.
Turnover on downs, and we'll see. Does Mineral Ridge just want to take their sweet time here, let that clock go down, and just secure the win, or do they have another score in their back pocket?
I imagine they're probably just going to keep it on the ground, some run plays. I don't imagine they'll be, either way, but I think they're just going to keep it, so you don't want to risk potentially having an interception or anything like that. You're just going to keep it on the ground, move it slow, and just grind the clock out there. You're 6 minutes and 30 seconds away from a victory here.
You got another close game in Boardman. Every week it seems like there's always a very close game. Spartans always play them, and they're never very, very high scoring either. It's 14-13, Boardman over Harding.
Yeah.
In their third quarter, as it was last updated.
Missed extra point, the difference there, it seems.
Could have been the difference here tonight as well.
Yeah.
But again, Campbell just hasn't had much of a response, as Mineral Ridge has played them well.
Almost got tackled
Missed
there.
tackle here, still running, flag comes out. There's probably going to be holding here. As Tillman gets a rough hit here on the, running the ball down that field, Evan Caraway. Looks like it's going against Mineral Ridge.
It is. It's going to be first and 20 or something like that.
Still helping out, though, themselves, just getting that time off that clock. First and 20, sure, but
yeah,
it's first down. It's very doable here for Mineral Ridge. Get out of this, move it down, keep possession. That's all they're trying to do right now. This just gets them to eat up more time, that's all. That being said, they have been known to go for some long plays. Again, they've already got a 72-yarder touchdown, so that was on a big long pass all the way over to Rozzi. So they're going to keep it low on the ground, not taking any risks this time around. They don't need to. And Dunlap won't go too terribly far. Maybe back to the original line if that's where they want to spot him.
Christian Dunlap, the ball carrier.
Into the final 5 minutes of action here in this game.
First by Dino Brown.
Band over here for Campbell. Having fun anyways out here, playing their music, and
yeah,
you know what? That's what you do here. Doesn't matter. It's the fourth quarter. You're supposed to have fun in it. Even if you're down, it doesn't matter. The kids still want to be able to have fun on the sideline here. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe this could help pump up their team's defense and make a stop. Never know what could work out here. Handoff here, running the ball, going wide and moving it. He's got himself a first down if he stayed in. Jefferson over Lakeside, there's a new score there, 20-13. Canfield leading Louisville by 3, 17-14.
Wow.
Those are two teams that have had their struggles this season, and they're having a very close one there. I believe Chris Sigler calling that game in Canfield. Hoban losing 13-7. It's still a touchdown away there for the Knights against Walsh.
Yeah, they were down 13-0. Starting to mount a little bit of a comeback, it seems.
I'll be a lot more interested when they end up playing St. V in another season or so here. This year's schedule, of course, already made up, but they've agreed to reignite the Holy War.
Yeah, it took them a while, but this year and last year?
I know St. V was getting tired of just losing year after year to Hoban, but you know what? They decided, hey, we want to do this again. They got a new AD, that being St. V, and they said, hey, this is dumb. Why did we stop this?
Yeah.
Win or lose, this is tradition. This is something that the kids look forward to every year. I know I always did. We always had a whole Pride Week every single Hoban week, We always had different stuff going on. Seniors always got to dress down, had a lock-in to decorate the school. It was fun. It's good times. To lose that there, losing that tradition, that's just unfortunate for the students. So I'm glad that they're bringing it back finally. And I'm sure Hoban is as well. Be able to have their mum day against St. V instead of Walsh like they've been doing for the past couple of seasons now.
Yeah.
That one comes back here, third down, and looks like 14. Ball is now on the 49 in Mineral Ridge territory with 2:48 to go.
We used a lot of clock here. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Well, Campbell's still looking at a playoff spot. Even with a loss today, they could still get some wins here, but it's come down to the wire again.
Yeah.
They want to find a way and sneak in and earn a spot. And they're going to have to pull off an upset against McDonald, and they're going to have to win two, I'd say, very winnable games against Jackson Milton and Waterloo.
Yeah.
It's at Jackson Milton and then home versus Waterloo. So they've got 2 more home games, 1 more road game after this year. So less travel for them. So that does help out there with some energy. Less travel for these guys as well, as they have 2 more home games after this, and they've got 1 more to finish off at McDonald or Mineral Ridge. I know we've already gone over the schedule, but I don't think I really went over, highlight at least, home or away.
Well, it looks from what I'm seeing, that they have 4 straight home games, so they must have had a lot of away games to begin the year.
I believe they only have 4 away games this year, actually. So these guys have gotten very comfortable here at home.
Yeah.
That does not help out here for Campbell at all, though. Time called here with 1:39 to go. Mineral Ridge decides to take it here and stop it. We'll go ahead and step aside with them here. 40-8. Mineral Ridge looking and eyeing their 4th win of the season. They'll get it here. Just a matter of time on YSN. So back here with 1:39 to go in the game. Timeout taken. Both teams now back out on the field. 4th and very long here for the Rams. They do not want to give this ball back here to Campbell and give them any time to try and score something here. So they're going for it. As they hand it off, number 15 will not get over. That's a turnover on downs with 1:28 and less than, of course, to go. Clock is not stopping, though. So Campbell, if they at least want a point or, well, 6.
They're going to have to come out here and take a shot to the end zone or just take a couple shots downfield. They only really have time for maybe 2 plays.
I don't think that they're going very quick at all here, partner. I mean, they know that the game is over, but try and make it a little more respectable, perhaps. But I know it can be hard to feel that way after this game is gone.
In the first quarter, it was close. It was really anyone's. It was tied at 8-8. Ridge scored once, but then, you thought, you're only down by 6. It's not that big a deal, but then they just kind of let it get away from them.
So the offense comes out here with 37 seconds. They'll have 1 play pretty much at this point.
Yeah.
So let's see them go for it. They'll probably be going for a Hail Mary just to try and at least get into the end zone. Flag comes. Timeout called, I believe. Yes, you just throw it to stop them. I believe that will be a timeout here. Campbell Memorial will stop the clock finally with 26 seconds. Are they going to their sidelines? Yes, they are. Now they will. Hard to tell for a moment if they were just trying to stop the clock and just saying, let's just go. We just wanted to stop the clock. Not sure if you're really allowed to do that here, though. I think that the kid's just a little confused. And we'll step aside again here and get a few more words in before it's all said and done. So 26 seconds here for something if the Red Devils have it in them. Snap comes back. New quarterback out there as well, and going deep and almost picked. And they're going to ground it here. 18 seconds, and I think that's going to do it here as they're lining up now for handshakes. So one big throw down. They're not going to try and hurry up to get another score here. They've just accepted their fate. Only 1 score for Campbell tonight's game. Mineral Ridge wins at 40-8. Wow, what a game for the Rams.
Yeah, it was. It was, like I said, the first quarter was very close. Second half even, it was still close. But then they just came out. Whatever, talk they had in the locker room with the coach, whatever adjustments they made, they came out swinging, and they didn't let up until the very end. Campbell just unable to keep getting in their own way, and sometimes, penalties cost them for sure. But just, great game for Ridge. They got a tough schedule to finish it out, so this win definitely is going to help them in their push to the end of the season. Campbell, they still got chances to come back and save their season. Obviously, we talked about it. They're on the outside looking in currently, but there's 3 games left. Football's chaos sometimes. You never know what's going to happen. It's hard to predict. So, the season's not over yet. They just have a lot to work to do here in these last 3 games.
Football is chaos. I really like that one right there. I think that's a good note to end it on here. Again, that final score, Mineral Ridge 40, Campbell Memorial 8. For more stats, stories, highlights, and Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference action, stay tuned to your sports network. For YSN, I'm Matt Marr.
Jordan Barber.
Saying have a great night. We'll see you guys next week.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.